Good morning, Magic Moon Wanderers. It's me, Luna, and my mum, Janine.
Talking to the moon.
So in today's vlog, I am going to add up everything that we spent and see how much our London trip actually cost us. But I do want to say two things before we start. The first thing is that I have a real issue talking about money, both privately and publicly. It's not something I normally do. So this is a little bit of a challenge for me to work through. And secondly, we would never normally have done London this way. It was only the fact that our Mexico trip was cancelled and we had a wad of cash there that would have been our spend money for Mexico. So that's what we've kind of used. So I don't want anyone out there thinking that we're minted, we've got loads of money, because we haven't. And I need to check me bank. And then hopefully when I have added everything up, I will be able to offer some hints and tips about how you could do it differently and how we would probably do it differently next time we visit. I've got my trusty book, I've wrote everything down and I've split it into sections. The first one is accommodation. So our accommodation was 4 nights in the Hard Rock Hotel, and that included breakfast. I booked it through booking.com, and we got free breakfast because I've booked it booking.com before, so that worked out quite good. Total cost of the hotel was £465.82. Train travel from Lime Street to London or Euston, return for me and Luna was £109.33. Then we got a taxi from our house to Liverpool, and then obviously from London Euston to the Hard Rock Hotel, and then coming home on the return journey we got a taxi from the hotel to the train station, and then again from Liverpool Lime Street to our home. So that was four taxis in total. The 2 taxis in Liverpool were £21.80, and the 2 taxis in London were £24.96. Now the tube. Tube is definitely the cheapest way to travel around London. On the first day we spent £2.40. On the second day we spent £11.40, but that was including the bit to Euston, so that was always going to be a little bit more. On the 27th, so that was the Wednesday, we spent £7.20. On the 4th day we spent £4.80, and on the last day on Friday we spent £2.40. So that is total for all of that travel that we did, which was all around London. The only other travel expenses that we had was the bus from Watford Junction to the Harry Potter Studios, and that was £6. Okay, right, activities. So the British Museum was free, we didn't have to pay for that. Harry Potter Studios, the Warner Brothers Studio tour for both me and Luna, with a guide book which you get at the end, like a souvenir book, was £94.95. Madame Tussauds was £66. The Tea Terrace carriage, don't even want to think about that, but had to hire the carriage on its own without food, was £25.90. Six, the musical, was £93 for 2 theatre tickets. Westminster Abbey with the 1 audio guide was £23. South Bank Carousel was £6, and the Thames River Cruise was £14.70. Now I put that as an activity rather than travel, because the cruise was an activity in terms of learning about the bridges. It was more of a tourist thing rather than your Uber option, which would have just been a river taxi. So put that in activities. Okay, food and drink. So this is over the whole week, so I've broke this down into main meals, snacks and drinks. Main meals, we had 2 evening meals at the Hard Rock Hotel, and they came to £98.16. One was a big meal where we had starters and a main meal, and the second night was a smaller meal but more drinks. Then we had tea at the Masala Zone, which was the Indian food. It was absolutely gorgeous, but that cost £75.43. We had tea at Bubba Gumps, which was £42.02. so that was 4 teas. And then our lunches, Pret a Manger was £12.70. Lunch in Leicester Square, which we shared a pizza and got a drink each, was £19.07. Lunch at the Serpentine in Hyde Park was £30.45. And little bits of food that we got along South Bank, which we ate instead of that horrible afternoon tea thing, was £14.20. Snacks that we got were the Kingdom of Sweets. We spent £15.10. In Madame Tussauds, we got the chocolates and the strawberries. They were £10. We got 2 donuts another night, which was £12. We got bubble waffles when we were by that Chinese arch. That was £15.48. And then Luna got a waffle one night, which from just outside the hotel, which was £4.95. And then separate drinks were Costa Coffee, £9.10. 2 refillable Cokes at the Hard Rock Hotel were £5. Drinks in Camden Market was £7.98, but they were 4 drinks. 2 drinks at Timmy Green's on the way to Buckingham Palace was £7.65, and drinks in the theatre was £6.50. That's food and drink. Oh, okay, now shopping. We got a magnet at the Hard Rock Hotel, which Luna collects, which was £9.95. We got a colour run book and a activity magazine pack in WH Smith for £16.57. In the Disney store, we spent £152.35. Primark, we spent £31.50. Camden Market, we bought 2 books for £6. I bought some yellow shoes in Camden, they were £40. We bought some art stuff in Camden, that was £20. Luna bought a bubble pop thing that all the kids are playing with, that was £5. In Harry Potter Studios, we spent £130.95. The 6th theatre book that we bought, like the souvenir book, was £7. In M&M World, we spent £46.89. And at Westminster Abbey, I bought a Christmas tree decoration for £12.95. So that is everything that we spent over the 5 days. So I'm going to add up each little individual one of these to get us a total. Okay, so I've added up the totals for each section, and now I'm just going to go through how we could have done better. So, accommodation. The Hard Rock Hotel was amazing. I really like staying there, but you would not have to stay in a hotel like that to enjoy London. The first time that we went, we stayed in a B&B by Euston Station, which was still close to a tube, and it cost half that price. Given that our hotel had breakfast included, I still think, and I like the location, I think that was a good price for what we paid. So I wouldn't change that, but you don't have to stay in a hotel like that to enjoy London. Travel, not we can really do about the train travel to Liverpool. I guess if you'd have booked it a little bit more in advance, maybe there'd have been a little bit of money off, but I think £109 for both me and Luna, it's not too bad for a 2-hour quick journey on a really early on good take. The trains were really good time, so I think that was fine. I'm okay with that. Same with the taxis. I could have got lifts. I could have got the tube when we got to London, but we had loads of luggage, so I guess for convenience and for comfort we got taxis, but we could have used public transport, and that could have saved us money. If you had like one backpack or you didn't have a kid, you could easily save money on taxis. Tube, can't save no money there, but you really don't need to, it's cheap enough. Again, with the buses at Harry Potter Studios, I think that's £6 to get there. It's fine, the bus is amazing, it's worth £6. Activities. So all of the activities that we did, I think they were all good value for money, other than the tea terrace carriage. So it could have saved myself £25 there. All the other activities I think were definitely worth it. You can do a lot of other activities in London that are free, and maybe on our next trip we'll look at doing a trip where all of the activities are free. Museums, the squares, the live entertainment that goes on, you can do so much for free in London. But I really enjoyed the fact that we could actually spend that money on activities this trip. Food and drink. So yeah, big chunk on food and drink. So our breakfast was all included, and then we had lunches, and then we had an evening meal. We could have chose cheaper restaurants to have our evening meals at, and all of the bills included the 12.5% tips, so that's already included in your bill, so you don't have to actually tip any extra than that. I think there was 2 where I'd have preferred to take the tip off, but it just wasn't brave enough. So I don't think we would have saved that much on our food. You know, we like our food. Snacks, definitely could have saved money on snacks. When we go to Disney, we take snack bags with us, so we take crisps and jellies and little bits like that, just to, if you don't want a little pickle or something, you can take a bag of fruit with you and make your own little snack bags up for the day to go out with your kids, and that works out a lot cheaper than what we spent on snacks. Drinks, we could have saved money on drinks if we'd have took our drinks bottles with us. We didn't do that. We were buying lots of bottles of water on the way. Not good for the environment, it's a waste of money. However, the bags that I use, the Loungefly bags, you don't get that much in them, so I was a bit worried about taking the water bottle in the bag that was already going to be chocker. So we could have saved money by taking our own drinks with us. Shopping. It goes without saying, nobody has to go shopping in London. What you spend is what you want to spend. Definitely could have saved in M&M World. The sweets that we got with Luna's face on, they were amazing. It cost £25 for that big thing, but we did separate that into smaller gifts for people when we got home. So I think that was worth it. But I didn't need to buy the other stuff at the till when he was saying, oh, do you want this blanket for such and such? And I was going, yeah, throw it in. Do you want these straws? Yeah, throw them in. We didn't need to do that. So we could have saved there. Everything else, I think I did plan to do a bit of shopping, so I'm okay with that. But that's on your own budget. So, what was the complete total? Get me calculator out. The total was £1,868.41. We probably could have done that trip in half. And still, that's not, you know, we could have done that trip with half of that, because you would have just took all your shopping stuff out, or most of it out, half your food. Yeah. Luna didn't even want to do this video. She said, I'm going to get in the bath. She's not interested in the money side of it, obviously. So she's gone to get a bath. So I best do the outro that she normally does. Let's see if I can remember. Thank you guys for watching. If you like our vlogs, please consider subscribing. It's really helpful if you like this vlog. Comment down below and let us know if you've been to London, how you managed to budget your trip. Have you ever done a big splurge that you sat here going, oh, that was a lot of money? Yeah, comment down below, say hi, connect with us. That, you know, it's a community and we want to get to know people. So saying that, what does Luna say? Stay wild, stay awesome, love yourself, don't let anyone change you. Bye for now.
Talking to the moon.